the working directory, staging area, and an actual commit. Understanding how these three elements interact is essential for effective version control and collaboration. The working directory, also known as the working tree, is a place where you create, modify, and organize your files. It's essentially your project's directory where you write the code, make changes. So here the working directory is nothing but this particular folder which is under user, my name, git, and DevOps Unleashed. Imagine this as your working directory. You have all your project files, folders here. Any changes you make to these files like modifications or new additions are stored in a working directory until you're ready to commit them. Now let's introduce the staging area, also referred to as the index. The staging area acts as a buffer zone between your working directory and the Git repository. It's like a holding area for all the changes you want to include in your next commit. I'm going to add a file, git file test. So if I execute the git status command, it will actually show us which files are in the staging area. So currently the git file test is not yet added to our staging area. When you decide that a certain changes in your working directory are ready to be saved, you stage them by adding them to the staging area. Think of it as assembling your changes for the commit. This allows you to be selective about what you want to include in each commit, providing you with more control over versioning. So if I want to add this file git file test in the next commit, I have to use the command git add and the file name. So now if I use the git status command, you can see that there is a new file git file test which is ready to be committed. Now comes the commit. The moment you solidify your changes and create a version in your Git repository. A commit is like a snapshot of your project at a specific point in time. Each commit has a unique identifier, a commit message to describe the changes, and a pointer to the previous commit, creating a timeline of your project's history. So let's do the actual commit. Git commit -m, and then I'm just going to add a commit message. So if I do a git log, I'm having this entire history here. When you're satisfied with the changes in your staging area, you commit them to your repository. This makes changes permanent and allows you to easily revisit or revert to the previous versions in the future. Committing frequently with meaningful messages is a best practice for maintaining a clear and organized history of your project. And that's it about working directory, staging area, and commit in a nutshell. Mastering these concepts is fundamental to becoming a proficient Git user. If you have any further questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments below. We value your feedback and look forward to hearing from you. Stay tuned for more informative videos on software development and DevOps.